Welcome to Interactive Partner Training video. Today we're going to talk about creating forms. So if you go to your website, log in as you would normally log in and choose admin, which takes you to the back end of your website. As normal, use the search box and type forms and you'll see the forms come up. Click on forms. Straight away you'll see a list of forms that appear on your website in a list. You'll see on the left hand side a series of icons. There's an edit button, a copy button, a preview button, configure setting button, and an embed script button. Up at the top here we have a create new form. So we're going to hit create new form and it takes us to the form builder. The form builder is a very simple way of creating a form. On the left hand side you've got your drag and drop components. There are three tabs: marketing details, communication, form element. Your marketing details are your most important part. It includes the name, last name, email, and you literally drag and drop it. This will be our new event: first name, last name, email. So these are the three most important elements on your form, and you probably want people to fill those in. Now you can click on the title. Now if you require them to tell you their first name, you need to tick that box. Save it, and we'll do the same here. Remember to save it, and the email. And you'll see it's already selected email there because it's clever. You can change the label text if you want to call it something else other than email address. All of the labels can be changed. So any of the suggested titles here are exactly that. Save that. Then you have a whole range of other options you can put down here. All these elements in here are automatically captured. The following tab is the communication tab. Now this is if you want to segment any of the data or you want to ask specific questions. If you just want to track the form to make it easier to find out who's filled it out, a simple way of doing this is to just take a campaign code, drag and drop. This is a hidden control. It will not be seen on the form, but it allows you to search for your form from the back end. You can call this whatever you want. So we're going to call this Sue Campaign Test. Save. And you'll see it names it here, Sue Campaign Test. That's what you will be searching for when you go back and you want to know who's filled out your form. You know, the campaign code you can use over and over. It's a very, very simple, efficient, effective way of tracking your form. You can also use a product of interest which has a drop down. If you want to use this product of interest or subscriber type, you need to have created them before you started. The third tab in your form is the form elements. Now this is a yes, no, multiple checkboxes. A page break is very useful if you want to split your form. The one specific thing that you will always be using is your reCAPTCHA, because whatever you do, you want to make sure that you won't be inundated by spam. And a very simple way to do that is to drop in a "I'm not a robot" into your form. So any of these form elements can be used. So down here we have a preview button, and here's our form. So we've got a very simple form. And if you've decided that this is all the detail that you need in this form and you've finished, click Finish Build Form and start configuration. The second step is to configure your form. We're going to put who our form is from, and we're going to fill out any details if you're wanting to send an email notification or if you want to put details to appear on the website after the form is closed. So here we've got the name of who the form is from. You've got a from email. I want to receive an email every time someone fills out this form. To do that, you just tick this little box here to email this form on submit. And as soon as someone submits the form, you will receive an email. And you can put multiple email addresses here. General considerations, so your thank you message. This is a message that will appear on the website once the form has been completed. So name your form and then just put a simple message. Down at the bottom, we've got some advanced options. If you want to send an auto response, you can send a notification. The most important one you want to always use is to allow AJAX submit. This means that your form will automatically submit without the page refreshing, and this is the most efficient way to send a form. So always tick allow Ajax submit. Once you've filled out those basics, we finish our configurations by ticking the blue box, and this provides us with a final tag of embedded script. And if you've finished, simply click finished, and you'll see that your form is now appearing in the list. A very simple way of creating a form, particularly if you know you already have a form on the website, you can simply copy your form. You would go to the form you want to copy, and you'll see the second icon along is a copy. Click copy, and this will be then Sue form test to create, and it will automatically create the form for you. You would probably want to change the name of your campaign so that you don't get your forms muddled up, and you may wish to change a few elements. Whatever it is that you need, you can then add. It's almost as easy, particularly if someone's taken the time to create a complicated form, to copy it and either remove the elements you don't want, and ditto, finish, start configuration, and it will take you through the entire process again, except a lot of this information will now be copied over, making it even easier. Finish configurations, you've got your embed script there, and you finish, and now we have 2 forms on our website. Once we've created our forms, how then do I put my form onto a web page? We're going to go back to the website, which is this little green button here. You're logged in. I always use the site map because it's very easy for me to find pages and to make sure, particularly when I'm using a test page, that it's off site navigation, and I can edit directly from here. So here's my test page that I want to use, and I'm going to click edit from here. In here we have our edit window. This is my test page, and I want to put my form on this page, and I'm going to go to the little curly bracket icon, which is a little T in curly brackets. When you mouse over it, you can see it says curly brackets. I'm going to click on curly brackets. Then I'm going to click configure because I want to find my form. And you see there's a whole load of stuff in here. I'm going to go up to the search, and I'm going to put in form. I'm going to click web form, and it gives me a selection from the drop down, and you'll see all the forms that are available there. So here's our form. It should give me a preview, and here's a preview of the form that I'm putting on the page, and I simply press insert, and it says it's form 18. I click OK, and it puts form 18 onto my page. Then I go down to the bottom. I'm going to save, and I'm going to close. The page will refresh, and here's my test page with my form on it. Let's fill it out and submit. Thank you. Your details have been submitted. So there's the information. So now we've created a form. We've put it on our page. We've filled out one person, but let's imagine that our form's been running for a little while, and I want to go and collect the data. So we would go back into admin. And in this instance, all our information comes in contacts. I'm going to click on search contact listing, and here are all the contacts. If I'm looking for a particular name, I can search by name. I can put in the suburb, the state, all the basic stuff is here. There's a tab here on the right-hand side called Advanced Search. This is the tab you will probably use the most. In here, you'll see all sorts of options. Here's your referred by, products of interest, subscriber types, interesting only. Now, we know we created a hidden campaign code, and when you click on it, it pops up. If you had multiple campaign codes, they would all pop up here. So then you simply fill that in, click search, and there's my contact. You can export it as a simple name, email, or if it's a complicated one, you can export it with communications, and that gives you everything that contact has ever done. Thank you for watching. There's more detailed descriptions of form building in your WedEd user guide. Enjoy.